I want to model for you the basic steps of writing a literary analysis paragraph in hopes that if you're at home or you need a reminder that this can help you if you find yourself getting stuck. So what you'll see on my screen is my topic sentence and my two pieces of evidence, because remember, I don't think you can create a claim unless you have already chosen your two pieces of evidence. So I'm always a firm believer of going to the evidence and seeing what the evidence is pointing to before you craft your claim. So my claim is that in The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, it is evident that the people of Amsterdam understand what is really important in life. So I know as a writer that I can't go straight from my topic sentence to my text evidence. I have to provide my reader with some background so that this piece of evidence makes sense. I also know that I can't write my background if I haven't chosen my text evidence, because then I'm writing without a direction. So what I need to do for my reader is give them a context so that this piece of evidence makes sense. And that's what I want to do right now. So what I need to do is get Hazel and Augustus onto this tram with the most specific information I can think of possibly. So it is evident that the people of Amsterdam understand what is really important in life. I don't need his name. I don't even need to talk about his book. I just need to get Hazel and Augustus to Amsterdam. So I still need to figure out a way to get them onto this tram. So I'm actually going to insert a transitional word here. First person they encounter is an old man. Hazel describes this experience by saying, as we walked through the crowded tram, an old man stood up to give us seats together, and I tried to tell him to sit, but he gestured toward the seat insistently. So now I have my background, I have my commentary. I need to now insert I have my background, I have my text evidence. I need to insert my commentary so that I tell my reader how this piece of evidence proves this claim. And for me, it all has to do with the fact that this old man was selfless in giving these two young kids his seat. So something. Now I'm going to bring in my keywords, and his selflessness shows that he understands that he is not the most important thing in the world. Regard okay. So I have brought in my keywords. Connect back up here. Now we need to transition into the second piece of evidence. So I need a transition word, and I need more background. Probably not as much background as I provided at the beginning, but now I have to get Hazel and Augustus from the train to their table overlooking the water. So my transition word is going to be later. Later on in the story, Hazel and Augustus experience another kind of kindness, which reveals this same theme. Once they are seated at their table for dinner, they simply sit and overlook the water. They watch the boats below, and this is where I'm going to use my background as my signal phrase, so I'm going to go right into my text evidence. As they watch the boats below, some people in a lacquered wooden boat approached us on the canal below. So this is where we talked about this us doesn't make sense because of the third person they here. So I can just change that with brackets. As they approached them on the canal below, one of them, a woman with curly hair, maybe 30, drank from a beer, then raised her glass toward them and shouted something. The beautiful couple is beautiful. So again, I don't think that this piece is important here. So what I'm going to do is say, some people in a lacquered wooden boat approached them on the canal below. One of the people, and I'm going to eliminate all of this and just go straight into the verb. One of the people raised her glass toward them and shouted something. The beautiful couple is beautiful. I've taken my text evidence and I've sort of manipulated it so it flows, and so I have just what I want to talk about that supports my claim. So now I need to explain again how this piece of evidence proves that the people of Amsterdam understand what's really important in life. So they are noticing their surroundings, and their surroundings happen to include Hazel and Augustus. They do not just notice them, though. They shout out to them kindly about their beauty, because they were not just focused on what was happening in their boat. It is clear that they understand. I need to bring in my keywords again. It's clear that they understand that more important things were present around them. They made Hazel and Augustus feel special because they understood this. So now I need to move into my conclusion sentence. My conclusion sentence restates my topic sentence and sometimes sort of includes a thought that connects everything that I said. So I want to make reference to the two examples. These two examples help show that Amsterdam is a really beautiful place, but mostly because, I'm going to bring my keywords in, people understand what is really important in life. End. So a couple of reminders before you go to do this yourself. The very first thing you need to do is look at your evidence. Then you can craft your topic sentence. Then you can start writing. But you cannot get past your claim until you figure out what your pieces of evidence are. And if you do that step, you're already setting yourself up for success.